Had you known the guys in Lambchop for a while? I assume that you'd known them for some time.
Yeah, I've known them for a while. I met Kurt, the singer and boss, father. I met him. He was at the first show I ever played in Nashville. There was only about 3 people there, or 5 people, and 3 of them were cops and him. And he was pretty excited. It was a great show, and so we kept in touch ever since. That was probably 1990 or something.
How did you, Kurt, with Lambchop, just know Vic's stuff?
I went to see him in a little bar in Nashville.
The first time he played? That place?
Little dinky bar in Nashville. I don't know if it was the first time he'd been there or not, but I didn't really know who he was or anything. I just kind of went in on a hunch, and there was nobody there, so we hung out quite a while before I even realized that I was talking to him. I didn't know who he was.
Oh, let me ask about this record then. How did you go about it?
Well, Vic just got on the horn and said, I want to do a record with Lambchop and you, so let's do it. And I said, okay. And I was flattered, and we talked about it quite a bit before we ever got around to hitting a note. But spent a lot of time on it. Vic spent a lot of time on it preparing. We talked about different ways to go about making a record. We talked about maybe making it in the order that the songs appear on the record.
The group's kind of like an orchestra. So does everything have to be worked out in advance, or is there sometimes?
Somewhat, but not really. I mean, there's a lot of freedom there, you know. You just sort of bring the song there, and it happens.
Not at all, Kurt. They play a lot.
Yeah?
They be jamming a lot.
Yeah.
They kind of play. I mean, sometimes it's very, you know, they got their parts.
Sure. But they sort of, it grows out of it, and I think the way we decided to record it allowed them to sort of go about, you know, learning as they earned, so to speak. The first day we sort of did it in like a traditional studio way where you build it up in layers and parts, and then the second day was all live. We did the same songs, little groupings of songs, Saturday and Sunday. And Saturday was the old way, and Sunday was like all done live. Just to compare the 2 kinds of feels that you would get from 2 different ways of working in the studio.
Does everybody in Nashville talk about music all the time?
I think that's one of the subjects they talk about a lot. They have a few others, I think. But that's the one that's the most obnoxious, I think. Yeah.
Nashville's a funny music town. We saw Patti Smith play there.
Yeah, it was
great. A few months ago. And there was like about 100 people there.
But there's a huge university there.
I know,
that's what
it's
you
a
would think.
funny place.
And I saw her the next night in Atlanta, and there were, I don't know, millions of people trying to get in and fighting to get in. And
it's a pretty jaded industry place where everybody, it's what I imagine Hollywood is like or something to some extent, where it seems like nobody really buys music or goes to shows so much because there seems to be so much a part of their lives that it's not what they do so much for entertainment, I guess. They'd rather play golf or I don't know, watch sports or something.
Yeah, the first time I played at a place called the Exit Inn, which was kind of exciting because I'd seen it in the movie, Nashville.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right. And the announcer got on the stage and says, "Punk rock comes to Nashville. You're going to see punk rock for the first time and probably the last time." And